Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. How are all of my students doing? Are all of my students doing okay? Doing fine? All of you are healthy? Okay, Alhamdulillah, if all of you are doing fine in a safe environment, healthy, okay? Now, before we start our session today, okay, my name is Tutor Ruzaina, or what my students call me, Teacher Ruzaina. Okay, you can address me in either way. All right, now what we are going to focus on today is how to tackle down. Macam mana kita nak menjawab soalan PT3, okay, PT3 bahasa Inggeris untuk paper 1. Okay, now English PT3. English PT3. Kadang orang macam takut-takut kan nak jawab sebab bahasa Inggeris. Okay, alright. Dia bahasa macam bahasa kedua kita. Tetapi ingat je kalau dengan cikgu, kalau dengan cikgu bahasa Inggeris ni sangatlah mudah. Okey, dia jadi percakapan yang lebih kurang sahaja dengan bahasa BM, bahasa Melayu. Alright, now in English PT3 we have two types of paper. Okay, paper 1, what we are going to discuss today is about comprehension. Comprehension ni apa? Comprehension ni pasal dia nak test kamu punya grammar. Grammar kamu, vocabulary kamu, macam mana kamu mengarang ayat-ayat pendek. Okay, yang ini yang kita akan tengok. Okay, especially for section A, question 1. Question 1 berbentuk apa? Okay, nanti kita tengok macam mana. And English PT3 ada paper 2. Okay, paper 2 usually paper writing. Alright, paper writing. Now, we are going to look at our paper here. I hope all of you can see. Can all of you see this paper? Okay, before we start answering, ini yang examiner selalu cakap, okay, kamu kena check betul-betul kertas soalan cukup tidak, kertas soalan ni pasal apa, okay, kita check betul-betul. Okay, the front cover, usually the front cover will tell you everything that you need to know inside of the paper, okay, ada 7 jenis soalan dan selalunya mereka akan bagi masa kamu untuk menjawab. Contoh dekat sini 2 jam. Jadi jangan jawab lebih daripada 2 jam. Okay? Dan di setiap section, okay, di setiap bahagian kamu nak menjawab paper PT3, English paper, dia akan bagi markah. Okay? There is an allocated mark for you and also allocated time for you to spend in each section. Okay, for an example, section A, 10 marks. Okay, 15 minutes. Alright, and then the rest, section B, 30 marks, 40 minutes. Okay, this is section B. And then we have section C, 20 marks, 20 minutes. Alright. And then lastly, if I'm not mistaken, section D, 40 marks, 45 minutes. Oh, and including question 7. Okay, question 7 selalunya berbentuk soalan untuk novel-novel. Alright, itu saja untuk paper 1, paper comprehension. Okay, now our focus for today, teacher nak kongsi ilmu yang percuma, okay, because this is our free class. Alright, so teacher is going to give you tips and tricks how you are going to tackle section A for PT3, English PT3, paper 1, section A, question 1. Alright, now take a look at this question. Okay, usually, alright, in this question, they are going to give you a passage. Okay, diorang akan bagi teks macam ni dan diorang akan suruh kamu garis yang salah. Okay, maksudnya yang salah dekat sini adalah daripada segi grammar. Grammar maksud tata bahasa. Okay, di sini kamu akan diuji mengenai tata bahasa. Okay, alright, now question 1. Okay, read First of all, you have to read the passage. Okay? Alright. So, di dalam passage ni, selalunya satu line akan mewakili satu kesalahan tata bahasa. Satu baris ni, there's this one line. Okay, you will only have to correct one error. Okay, teacher, why there is two errors in one line? If there is two errors in one line, meaning the next line will not have any error. Okay, like this for an example. Okay, for two errors that are in one line, it means that this one is B. This one is A. This one is B. This one is C. Do not write B and B. Okay, that is tips. And another tip that you need to know, di dalam passage ni, kalau kamu baca, kamu kena tentukan whether it is past tense, present tense, or future tense. Dalam tiga-tiga ni, it is very important. Why did teacher say so? Kenapa teacher cakap kena tentukan present tense, past tense, ataupun future tense? Sebab sekali kalau passage bermula dengan present tense, semua verb especially. Apa itu verb? Verb adalah kata kerja. Okay. So semua verb, all of the verbs are going to be in present tense if the passage is in present tense. How do we know it's in present tense? Usually, kalau present tense, verb ada penambahan s. Ada penambahan s. For an example, verb kata kerja yang dilakukan apa? For an example, running, walking, okay? Tetapi ada penambahan s. Runs, walks. So that means the passage is present tense. So every answer must be in present tense. Okay? That is tip number 1. Okay, number 2. Kalau past tense, how do we know that the passage is past tense? How do we know that the passage is past tense? Okay, the way we know the passage is past tense, if the passage ada bentuk ed. Okay, for an example, in this passage dia berbentuk ed. So this passage is present tense or past tense? This passage is past tense. So this is already a bonus for you. Okay, you will get an idea that every answer must be in past tense. Okay, mana kita nak tahu dia past tense? Okay, let's see. Okay, we have to read first. We have to understand what is the passage is all about. Okay, alright. The World Cup might have been a focus in the past month, but for many around the world, an only team that mattered was the White Boars. The burst of joy when the young team emerges safe and sound from the flood cave in Thailand match any World Cup final. Okay, this passage, okay, kamu jangan keliru. This passage is not about the World Cup. This passage dia buat perbandingan between the World Cup and the White Boars. Okay, right. Okay. The burst of joy when the young team emerges safe and sound from the flood cave in Thailand match any World Cup final. Maksudnya the young team maksudnya ahli kumpulan emerges safe and sound from the flood cave. Maksudnya ada aktiviti daripada sekumpulan yang membantu kebanjiran gua. Maaf ya, cikgu direct translate. Tapi maksudnya kebanjiran ataupun malapetaka yang telah melanda di Thailand. Jadi sukarelawan ini, the young team, sukarelawan, it refers to the young team. Diorang telah menolong untuk memberi bantuan di cave in Thailand, cave in Thailand. Okey, jadi maksudnya fokusnya di sini, okey, dia nak bagi tahu, menceritakan tentang kumpulan sukarelawan yang membantu untuk menyelamatkan, mungkin menyelamatkan, okey, untuk membantu malapetaka yang telah melanda Thailand. Okey, so jangan confuse petikan ni dengan World Cup final. And usually, okey, dekat atas ni dia dah bagi tahu, the text below is about unsung heroes. Okey, apa maksud unsung heroes? Maksudnya maksudnya macam penyelamat yang tidak diwar-warkan dengan tidak dihebahkan dengan orang lain. Maksudnya macam orang yang menolong. Okay, so the World Cup here, this passage is not about World Cup. Okay, this passage is about helping. Okay, macam bantuan yang diberikan di negara Thailand. Okay, now, okay, now you have understood the passage. You need to decide, is this passage a past tense, present tense, future tense? What is this passage all about? What tense is this passage in? Okay, the tense. Okay, if as we read here, okay, then we see ed here. Ed here, it means past tense. So every error that you can see, if it's about verb, kalau pasal kata kerja, kita kena tukar kepada past tense. Okay, now let's focus on the first question. Okay, A. Okay, we read again. The World Cup might have been a focus in the past month. Okay, this one dia dah bagi. Alright. Okay, so kita tukar kepada the. Okay, kenapa kita tukar kepada the? Okay, because the is article. Okay, A and the. Okay, between A and the, which one is the correct one? Okay, we use the because article the we use for a specific name. Okay, so the focus refers to the World Cup. World Cup is a specific name. Okay, all right, might have been the focus in the past month, but for many around the world, an only team that mattered was the white boars. Okay, dekat sini, okay, dia dah bagi tahu yang salah adalah N. Okay, kita nak tukar N ni kepada apa? Kita nak tukar N ni kepada apa? Kita tengok ayat ni. And only team that mattered was the white boars. Kenapa kita tak boleh guna N? Walaupun dekat sini dia punya initial letter here is a vowel letter. Kenapa kita guna N? Kita tak boleh guna N is because this sentence is focusing on the wild boars. Wild boars ni specific name. Okay, like teacher said before, when it is a specific name, between N, A and the, we use the. Okay, so the correct answer here is the. Alright, so you answer it like that. Okay, so every line that has an error, you correct it according to the letter here. Okay, now the second one. Okay, the second sentence. The burst of joy when the young team emerged safe and sound from the flood cave in Thailand match any World Cup final. Okay, this is why when you have when you read the passage, you have to decide which tense is the perfect one for this one. Okay, so this is why it is very important for you to know this passage is present tense or past tense or future tense. Kalau future tense, akan ada perkataan will going, will go to, ada perkataan will. Kalau past tense, usually verb ada s. Kalau past tense, usually verb ada ed. Kalau present tense, usually verb ada s. So dekat sini verb yang kita baca dekat sini ada ed. Jadi untuk verb yang lain semuanya akan jadi past tense. Okay? The burst of joy when the young team emerge safe. Emerge ada s bermaksud present tense, tetapi petikan ni the tense for this passage is past tense. So, the correct answer for this one is tambah ed, emerge. Okay? Emerge. Alright, so this one is the correct one. Okay, so dah dua betul. Alright, so now we read again the next one. Emerge safe and sound from the flood cave in Thailand match any World Cup final. Okay, dekat sini dia merupakan dia nak menceritakan tentang gua yang telah dibanjiri. Okey? Gua yang telah dibanjiri. Jadi dalam English, kalau dibanjiri selalunya ia kita panggil sebagai adjektif kepada noun. Adjektif ni yang menerangkan noun. Okey, kalau kita nak menerangkan noun selalunya kita letak ed. Okey? Flooded cave. Okey? Alright. So, di dalam ayat ni yang salah adalah flood cave, banjir gua. Tak betul kan? Okey, kalau dalam Melayu kita direct translate, dia akan jadi banjir gua. Okey, tetapi kita nak menerangkan bahawa gua itu telah banjir. Okey, sepatutnya ianya jadi kebanjiran gua. Alright. Jadi kalau dalam BM pun dia salah, dalam English pun dia salah. Okey, jadi kita kena tambah ed. Okey, flooded. Flooded ni menerangkan gua yang telah dibanjiri. So it's flooded cave. Alright. So we add ed. Okay, so this one, C1, supposedly become flooded. Alright, and then we proceed to read the next one. It was not surprising that the social media was filled with praises. You see, filled here bermaksud past tense. So, memang semua verb, semua word yang ada dekat sini kena dibetulkan kepada past tense ed. Okay? With praises to not only the rescue team but also the swarm of men and women from Thailand and around the world. Maksudnya, ianya bukanlah satu kejutan yang social media, okay, media sosial telah dipenuhi dengan puji-pujian. Puji-pujian. To not, kepada bukan sahaja ahli sukarelawan tetapi juga the swarm of men and women. Maksud swarm ni macam segerombolan. Kalau kita cakap dekat BM, segerombolan, macam sekumpulan. Okey, sekumpulan lelaki dan wanita daripada Thailand dan seluruh dunia. Okey, so yang salah dekat sini to. Alright, kenapa to salah? Okay, this is what we call as a preposition. Okay, preposition ada kepada tempat, ada kepada masa dan juga ada kepada macam orang. Okay, tetapi dekat sini, okay, kita baca to not only the rescue team but also the swarm of men and women. Okay, to ni sepatutnya preposition yang betul adalah menunjukkan kepada orang, bukan tempat. Sebab dekat sini dia cakap the rescue team. But also the swarm of men and women. So dekat sini maksudnya dia nak tujukan kepada orang. Okay, bukan tempat. Jadi yang betul adalah for. Okay, yang to selalunya kita buat untuk pergi destinasi, tempat. Okay, to school, to hospital, to house. Okay, so using to for people here is incorrect. So you have to correct it to kepada for. Okay? This is what we call as grammar in English. Okay? Petikan ni memang dia akan test kamu punya grammar. Okay, jadi kamu kena banyak buat ulang kaji. Ya Allah, I'm so sorry with my handwriting. But you have to keep on reminded with grammar, especially when do you use to, when you use for nouns, how do you add s, how do you add ed. For verb, how do you add s? How do you add ed? Okay, so this question will test your grammar knowledge. Alright, so sudah kita ubah tu kepada for. Also the swarm of men and women. Okay, dekat sini swarm salah. Kenapa swarm ni salah? Sebab dekat sini swarm kita tahu satu. Okay, swarm sebab tiada s dalam noun. So if there is no addition in noun, okay, is a regular form, then we know it is singular. Okay, tetapi ini menerangkan men, swarm of men and also swarm of women. So using singular for a plural subject is wrong. Okay, so we have to add s. Alright, so we add s to swarm. The correct answer is swarms. Segerombolan lelaki dan perempuan from Thailand, daripada Thailand dan seluruh dunia. There was small business owners of diving gear and oxygen cylinders who gave their equipment for free to the rescue team. Maksudnya dekat sini ada juga ahli perniagaan, ahli perniagaan. Dekat sini dia cakap ahli-ahli ramai. Okay, of diving gear and oxygen cylinders who gave their equipment for free to the rescue team. Maksudnya ahli-ahli perniagaan ni daripada yang pernah diving, yang menggunakan tangki oksigen. Oxygen cylinders is tangki oksigen, what we call cylinder oksigen. Kalau direct translate dalam BM mungkin tangki oksigen lah kan. Who gave the equipment, yang telah menyumbangkan bahan-bahan mereka secara percuma kepada ahli sukarelawan. Okey, yang salah dekat sini was. Okay, was. Dia salah. Kenapa dia salah? Okay, tengok subjek seterusnya. Business owners. Owners banyak ke sikit? It is plural. So when it is plural, we cannot use was. Okay, we use were, because were is for plural but for past tense. Okay, so there were small business owners of diving gear and oxygen cylinders who gave their equipment for free. Okay, dekat sini salah. Okay, whose. Okay, apa maksud whose? Apa maksud whose? Okay. Maksud whose dekat sini, selalunya this is what we call as whose, which, what, which, whom, what. This is what we have learned in English, okay? 5W 1H. Okay, dekat sini whose dia memberi maksud kepada kepunyaan. Okay, kalau kita tanya macam whose bags are those, whose pencils are those. Okay, so kita tak boleh guna whose dekat sini sebab ia menyatakan macam belonging to someone. Okay, padahal dalam ayat ni dia nak menunjukkan whose ni kembali kepada subjek. Okay, subjek adalah ni. Subjek adalah small business owners. Okay, kalau subjeknya small business owners, usually we use who. Okay, who menerangkan siapa. Okay, bukan kepunyaan siapa, sebab whose bermaksud kepunyaan siapa. Okay, jadi who gave their equipment for free to the rescue team. Okay, so this one is who. Alright, now continue. And farmers dan peladang-peladang who sacrifice their crops. Who sacrifice. You see, penggunaan who dekat sini refer balik kepada subjek, iaitu peladang. Okay, who sacrificed their crops so that water could be pumped out from the caves. Okay, peladang-peladang juga telah mengorbankan tani Sumber tani. Sumber tani. Crops is sumber tani. So that water, supaya air boleh disalurkan, could be pumped out from the caves. Okay, this one pump is, kita ada B dekat sini. Okay, selalunya yang ada B could be pump, kita akan tambah ed. Jadi pump dekat sini kita tak boleh letak pump je, kita kena tambah ed. Okay, so pump salah, kita betulkan kepada PUMPED. Alright. Okay, then there were these who cycled hundreds of kilometers every day to the cave. Okay, there were these. Dia nak bagi tahu ada beberapa yang telah berbasikal beratus kilometer hari-hari kepada gua. Mungkin ke dalam gua, tapak gua untuk site to cook and caring for the rescue team. To cook and caring for the rescue team. Untuk memasak dan mengambil peduli mungkin. Prihatin for the rescue team. Okay, jadi dekat sini salah this. Okay, sebab this ni, this is what we learn in English. Okay, this is a demonstrative. Okay, demonstrative. So kalau dia demonstrative, this kita guna untuk benda yang dekat dengan kita. Okey, benda yang dekat dengan kita, yang kita boleh nampak. Okey, tetapi dalam petikan ni dia nak bagi tahu macam siapa sahaja yang telah berbasikal tu. Who cycled hundreds of kilometers. Okey, kita takkan nampak. Okey, kalau kita takkan nampak dan bendanya jauh, tetapi kita tahu ramai, okey, kita akan tukar kepada those. Okey, jadi penggunaan yang betul dekat sini adalah those, bukan these. Okey, selalunya these kita guna untuk subjek yang kita tahu memang subjek atau objek yang memang akan nampak depan mata. Tetapi ayat ini menghuraikan yang sesiapa yang telah berbasikal beratus kilometer ke dalam gua. Alright. Jadi yang betul adalah those. Okay, kita betulkan kepada those. Alright. Side. Okay. Every day to the cave to cook and caring for the rescue team. Okay, siapa-siapa yang pernah teacher ajar, benda ni sangatlah basic. Okay, benda ni caring, kenapa caring salah? This one is very basic. Okay, for your information, selepas perkataan tu, selepas je tu, okay, verb mestilah di dalam bentuk regular. Tiada penambahan s, tiada penambahan ed, tiada penambahan ing. Okay, so kalau jawapan depan dah cakap to cook, belakang akan jadi, instead of caring, dia akan jadi care. Alright. Jadi caring, kita tak boleh guna caring sebab in grammatically you cannot use to caring, to cooking. Okay, you must use the regular form of the verb to cook, to care, to walk, to run. Okay, so there should not be any addition to the verb. Any addition of s, ing, there should not be any of that. Okay, alright, so the answer for the last one should be care. Alright, so siap. Okay, inilah section A, PT3 English, question 1. Okay, alright, so teacher already shared with you how to score, and there are a few tips maybe that you can use. Alright, and usually just remember for every line there is only one error. Okay, there are also type of questions that do not give you, they do not provide you an underline error, meaning that you have to look for it on your own. How do you want to score that? You have to learn with me. Okay, if anything, maybe we can meet in our future classes, who knows. Alright, so that is all. I hope all of you are enlightened with this knowledge, and use or practice the knowledge that I've shared in your daily life, in your maybe you want to use for your English conversation. All right, so have a great time learning English. Do not stress because English is very, very fun and it is very, very nice when you have people that you can converse English with. Okay? All right, so that is all from teacher. Okay, goodbye and I see you when I see you. Assalamualaikum.